While Bitcoin, BTC, is far from a traditional asset that can be analyzed using conventional frameworks, the blockchain still offers many ways of analyzing the asset, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest said in a newly published white paper. In the paper, titled A Framework to Evaluate Bitcoin, the firm made the case for evaluating the number one cryptocurrency as an investable asset through 3 layers, with each layer being relevant for a different class of investors. ARK Invest's white paper was written by the firm's in-house analyst. Sharing the paper on Twitter, El Mondra called it the ultimate manifesto on the power of on-chain data, and said it represents the culmination of a year's worth of work on developing a framework for assessing Bitcoin fundamentals. Starting with the first layer, the paper said this includes assessing things like the network's security in terms of hash rate, monetary policy, active addresses, and transaction count. This layer is useful for everyone interested in observing and learning about Bitcoin as an investment, the paper argued, saying it could be seen as a basic fact sheet about the network. Accessed by any blockchain search engine, the data in this layer is raw and straightforward, requiring little. Further, the report also suggested transaction volume as a good measure of the general health of the network. When divided by the circulating coin supply, the transaction volume offers insight into Bitcoin's annualized velocity, the investment firm wrote. As the second layer of assessment, ARK Invest suggested that long-term holders and investors in particular may find it useful to look at what wallet addresses are doing, often referred to as buyer and seller behavior. This could include more complex calculations based on on-chain data such as the. Finally, the last layer in ARK Invest's framework uses the first 2 layers to provide relative valuation metrics that are capable of identifying what the paper called short to mid-term inefficiencies in Bitcoin's price. This layer is especially useful for active investors and traders, according. Meanwhile, speaking more broadly on Bitcoin as an investable asset compared to other cryptocurrency networks, ARK's report said that it is important to note that no other network rivals Bitcoin's in transparency. This makes Bitcoin the most analyzable and fundamentally sound network in the CRI.